Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Biggleswade United for this afternoon's Premier Division fixture. Biggleswade United versus Tring Athletic. Just go through the two teams, starting with our visitors, Tring Athletic, playing in yellow and green. Number 1, Lewis Todd. Number 2, Ben Johnson. Number 3, Colin Parrott. Number 4, Mark Riddick. Number 5, James Butler. Number 6, Dave O'Connor. Number 7, Max Hercules. Number 8, Sam Jolliffe, captain. Number 9, Chris Vardy. Number 10, Jack Reed. And number 11, Joe Fitzgerald. And substitutes for Tring: number 12, George Carberry. Number 14, Connie Church. Number 15, Stuart Stedman. Number 16, Dan Stedman. And for Biggleswade United, playing in red and navy, number 1, Ryan Haggerty. Number 17, Kane Farrell. Number 3, James Cooper. Number 4, Captain Lee Bilcock. Number 5, Jordan Wright. Number 6, Matt Cooper. Number 7, Gareth Hunt. Number 8, Jay Taylor. Number 9, Abraham Easy. Number 10, Jayden Irish. And number 11, Gerard Martinez. And substitutes for Biggleswade United: number 12, Alhaji Kaba. Goalkeeper, Robbie Ponting. 14, Ricky Christie. Number 15 is Carlo Correa Diaz. Referee today is Mr. Charlie Dickens. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome to this afternoon's game here at Second Meadow between Biggleswade United and Tring Athletic. I'm joined by my co-commentator Matt Lang for this game. Matt, what are we hoping to see from the Biggleswade United this afternoon?
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game against Tring Athletic. In good form, Biggleswade United at home. And hopefully Biggleswade United get a win.
Yeah, just waiting for the kick-off now. Tring are the ones that are standing over the ball at the moment. Biggleswade attacking from left to right. Biggleswade have 2 wins out of 5 in their last 5 games. 2 wins, 3 losses. Last home game on the 10th of February was a 6-0 win.
Yeah, a long time ago now, isn't it?
Really was. Feels like a lifetime ago almost. But a bit colder back then, wasn't it?
Oh, wasn't it just? Of course, we're over the worst of the snow now. Quite a nice afternoon here at Second Meadow as the ref is just about to blow for kick-off. Signalling to his assistants.
And here we go at Second Meadow as Biggleswade United look to climb the table once again with another positive result. They've been in good form coming up to this, as we were just saying. I mean, lost their last game, but 2 wins before that. Unbeaten their last 5 at home. So it's looking good for them today, because Tring haven't won away since November.
No, they haven't, and I mean, if you look at the form guide, there is only one winner today, and that is Biggleswade United. However, as we know, this league is unpredictable, and anything can happen. As there's a throw-in for Tring Athletic just inside their own half.
Here's Abraham Easy going up for the header, but it's won by the Tring Athletic player. And out for another throw-in. Is your favourite player Gaz Hunt? What are you hoping to see from him today?
I'm hoping to see a inspired performance, electric. The little man could just get everywhere, kind of.
That's a good ball in. But it's precariously taken there by the Tring Athletic goalkeeper. Lewis Todd's in goal for Tring today.
Yeah, it wasn't the most convincing. For his sake, let's hope he can look more assured for the rest of the game. See if it stretches over. Is Tring looking to attack just inside the Biggleswade United half? As Biggleswade United need to get into their shape and defend. They're giving it away carelessly. Recovered well though by Lee Bilcock.
Captain today, Lee Bilcock. Of course, Nick Elliott, the former club captain, leaving for Welland a couple of months ago now. The day actually that Biggleswade United beat Welland, so that's a bit of an oxymoron as Tring get the shot away, but it's well saved there by Ryan Haggerty in goal for Biggleswade United.
Yeah, it was a decent effort. I think don't think he was expecting to score from that far out, but first shot on target has been registered by Tring Athletic.
And first ball out the ground as well there. Hoofed away into the trees. I'll have to get the ball boy out searching for them later on today.
Searching for all those balls, certainly. As Jay Taylor looks to get Biggleswade United moving. Fast pace. The way Christian Colas likes his team to play. As we've just had a slip there from Abraham Easy. Of course, back in the team today.
Big number 9. Scores a lot of goals. He's got 12 for the season. 9 in the league so far, and he'll be hoping to add to that tally today, won't he?
Yeah, well he will, and it's not a bad return, is it, 12 goals, but I'm sure he knows he's capable of more than that, and as you say, I'm sure he'll be looking to add another one at least today. Let's hope for 2 or 3.
Well, he's got over a quarter of Biggleswade United's goals this season, in all competitions anyway, in the league, nearly. He's got 9 of those 43, but here he is, and he's looking to get the shot away. Just moving around nicely at the moment. Here goes Martinez, the new number 11. Oh, very nice play there from Kane Farrell. Puts the ball in, but cleared out away, and here's Martinez with a very neat piece of skill.
There it was. You can tell he's got a good technique on the player. And here he is again, picking it up in midfield. It looks like him and Gareth Hunt will really facilitate each other well, really help each other out. Very similar types of players. So let's hope they can form a good understanding together today.
And here is Gareth Hunt. Biggleswade United look to recycle the ball. It's with Jordan Wright at the moment. Man at the subject of a big dispute earlier on in the season about who'd be man of the match, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, and I think we had a little debate up amongst us here at Biggleswade United, but of course that was resolved, and I think we should focus on today's game now.
The referee blows for a free kick to Biggleswade United, just inside the attacking third, would you say, Matt?
Yeah, just inside the attacking third. And
into the 5th minute here. This is the first set play of the game. Still 0-0 in this game. Christian Colas usually likes his men to get a quick start, but I think Stuart Bimson's actually on the sideline today. I haven't seen Christian today.
Yeah, I believe it is, as this free kick is looked to be whipped in.
The sun's in the goalkeeper's eyes as well, which won't help him.
Well, beautiful day for playing football.
Oh, it really is. The ball's whipped into Jordan Wright. Out somehow for a Tring free kick, it looks like, unless that's just gone out for a normal goal kick.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Normal goal kick.
Into the 6th minute now, still 0-0. What do you make of the opening 5 minutes, Matt?
Yeah, it's been okay. Both teams just settling into the game, finding how the pitch is playing today. As you say, we've had a lot of bad weather, followed by some quite beautiful weather today. So, not sure if the ball's going to move the same way that they're used to.
Of course, used to waterlogged pitches and whatnot over these last couple of weeks. A lot of games postponed in this Spartan South Midlands League, which isn't what you like to see. And maybe that's something the FA could focus on. Improving the quality of grassroots pitches and just the game in general.
Yeah, I think they should. The amount of money in the top leagues, especially the Premier League, there's no excuse really, is there? That's another debate for another day.
Isn't it just? And of course we've got the new Biggleswade United podcast, BUFC Corner. Make sure to catch that on our YouTube channel. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you click on that button and get subscribed. Last night's podcast was with Chairman Chris Lewis. Went very well indeed. Some interesting insight into what he does and his role at the club and how he got into the role. And make sure to catch that on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, that was great stuff. I've listened to it. Make sure you listen to that, as The ball is given away in midfield by Tring as Biggleswade will look to get another attack going.
Well spread out wide there by Matt Cooper. He's been in good form of late.
Yeah, he has, and just keeping it safe at the back now with Lee Bilcock, of course, captain for the day, like you mentioned. We'll look
the lack of Joe Gorman now. Of course, he's up at Blythe Spartans, I believe, up in the National League North. Quite a big jump for him. 3 divisions, deservedly jumping that high. He was a real quality player, don't you think?
Yeah, great move for him, and he deserves it. He's a great lad, and we wish him well from all of us here at Biggleswade United.
Yeah, making that jump upwards rather than sideways, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, we're not going to mention any other names, but we certainly wish Joe the best of luck in his future endeavours.
So here goes Matt Cooper. Oh, and it's a lunge in by the Tring player there. Number 4, I believe. Still 0-0 here in the 9th minute of the game at Second Meadow. Not much to report on so far, would you say?
Yeah, no, it's been a cagey start, should we say?
Cagey is definitely the word that I'd use, but hopefully, you know, that caginess will be undone with a good delivery in here by Gas Hunt.
Here is Gareth Hunt with that wonderful left foot, who manages to find Jordan Wright. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to anything, but Jordan Wright has won it back.
Taylor with a shank shot there, but Gas Hunt with a nice bit of control to recycle the play. And like you said, Matt, beautiful day for football here.
Yeah, perfect weather, isn't it? I mean, you sometimes have the football neutrals in inverted commas that really love it to be a muddy, wet pitch, but this is certainly a beautiful day
for quality football that we want to see. You couldn't ask for much better.
Yeah, if you want to play the way Christian Colas wants his team to play, keep it on the carpet. It couldn't be a better day for playing the beautiful game. Couldn't
agree more. And of course, you were at the San Siro the other day, watching Arsenal against AC Milan. Was the weather as nice there as it is here?
Oh yeah, it was, and no, it wasn't actually. I mean, fantastic stadium. If anyone is in Milan ever, I'd recommend going to the San Siro. I'm not on commission, by the way. But no, it's actually nicer here in Biggleswade than in Milan, believe it or not.
But beautiful play there by Jaden Irish, and Abraham Easy adjudged to be offside, but that was beautiful play there by James Cooper and Jaden Irish there, keeping it neat, playing a 1-2. Just moving the ball around really nicely, Biggleswade United. Now I think they're embracing how good the pitch is.
Yeah, I think they are. I think it would certainly suit Biggleswade United more than Tring. And for me, Abraham Easy looked level there, but of course the linesman saw otherwise and gave offside.
Well, just staying in midfield at the moment. Yeah. Now back with Biggleswade United goalkeeper Ryan Haggerty as we enter the 11th minute of the game, nearly approaching the 12th minute. Still 0-0.
Yeah, still 0-0. As I can just see our general manager, newly appointed general manager, walking over.
I wonder if he has a word to say about the game so far. Elliot, what do you think of the game so far?
Alright.
What do you think of the game so far?
Yeah, it's not been bad so far. It's been pretty fluid at the moment. I've just been watching over there behind the goal. Had a couple of chances early. Seem to have the ball a lot. Tring don't seem to have a really clear strategy as of yet. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I mean, Biggleswade know what they're doing. They like to keep it patient. Don't rush into any rash decisions or anything like that. And they'll just take their time, and when the chance arises, they'll hopefully take that chance and take the lead.
Yeah, and he did well there, Jay Taylor, as could have been a corner, but no, it's a throw-in to Biggleswade United. Kane Farrell will look to take this. Back to Jay Taylor, looks to hold off his man and whip a ball in.
Oh, that's a very good ball in, and Jaden Irish just trying to... An acrobatic clearance there by the Tring player. Jaden Irish just trying to get Almost bicycle kick.
Given away
sort
there
of effort
by Gareth Hunt, which is very, very unlike him. I'm sure he'll make up for that error later in the game.
Incisive ball there down to the left wing, and Tring looked to play it in, but it's cleared out for a Tring corner now. That was a good cross put in there by Max Hercules. What a name.
Yeah, and I think that's the first Tring corner of the game, isn't it? So they'll look to make the most of it. As it's the 12th minute of the game, and the corner came to nothing, much to Biggleswade United and Christian Colas's delight. And if you do live anywhere close to the Biggleswade area, make sure you get yourself down here. It's a lovely area, lovely atmosphere.
£6 for an adult, £3 for a concession, and you get a free programme included with that £6 adult ticket. It's £1 if not. You know, and just what a wonderful day. And on a day like this, no Premier League football of note to talk about
apart from the early kickoff.
Apart from the early kickoff, which we won't mention. You know, just what a wonderful day. Get some fresh air. Bring your dog down. I don't know if dogs are allowed here, but why not? It's a beautiful atmosphere.
What are concessions classed as? Just so everyone's clear.
Well, as that corner's put in, I'll come back to that, but it's cleared away, half cleared away anyway by Jaden Irish, but here goes Abraham Easy after some great closing down there by Gareth Hunt. Oh, and Jaden Irish just went a bit too early, but what do you make of that decision?
No, that I think possibly the easiest decision the linesman has ever had to give. He was clearly offside there.
Going back to your question about concessions, I believe under 16s or students,
yes,
and then over 65s.
Yeah.
£3 if you fall into those age categories. If not, unfortunately, you have to pay the £6. But it is definitely worth it, and all going to a good cause.
Yeah, exactly, and certainly competitively priced with the rest of the non-league clubs. So yeah, get yourself down here. There's a really, really good family-run club, family atmosphere here. As Kane Farrell looked to take this throw-in for Biggleswade United. Yeah. And here's Gareth Hunt, plays it back to captain for the day, Lee Bilcock. And here's the new man, Martinez, on the ball, just lays it off simply to Bilcock. And Abraham Easy loses out his aerial duel, still with Biggleswade United.
I've seen quite a few of those sorts of balls forward from Biggleswade United so far, the lobbed ones, but here goes Easy from one of those lob balls, but he can't get the shot away. Sorry, like I couldn't get my words out there. Just got too excited.
Yeah, I think he just missed the ball completely there.
Unlike him, very unlike him. Of course, 9 goals for the season in the league. 15 minutes played so far, as Chairman Chris Lewis reminds me. Still 0-0. Abraham Easy could have possibly made it 1-0 there, but couldn't get his shot away. But Biggleswade United do now have a free kick just 30 yards out.
Yeah, I think it is about 30 yards out, and I think Gareth Hunt will look to take this with his left foot, hopefully.
Wonderful effort, you must add, before every time.
Of course. And look to whip this ball in with one. I'm told he's actually taking this with his right foot. Of course, he is very two-footed, so I'm sure he could take it with either. And
it's Easy. He'll look to get the shot away. But here's Jaden Irish, and it goes towards the back post, and John Wright's there. And then it goes again, cleared away off the goal line by the Tring players, and then hoofed downfield. It's 3 against 2, and if Tring win this ball, Biggleswade could be in real trouble, but fortunately the referee pulls it back for a Biggleswade United free kick, which is taken quickly, and Gas Hunt, another long ball forward. Putting great pressure on in. Here's Jaden Irish, 1-on-1 with the keeper. He squares it too easy. And it's 1-0 to Biggleswade United. Wonderful play there by Jaden Irish, taking his time. Squares it too easy. And that's almost like watching Manchester City.
Yeah, Barcelona-esque that was. That was unbelievable play. Just a simple tap-in for Abraham Easy to get Biggleswade United in front. Biggleswade United 1, Tring 0.
That's after 17 minutes played here, and that's Abraham Easy's 10th goal in the league this season. It's 13th in all competitions. Unlucky for some, 13, so he'll be looking to get off that number as soon as possible.
Yeah, he will, and we were just saying before that we thought he could add one or possibly more goals today, and he's proved us right there. Although
it's very rare that we are wrong about predictions with Abraham Easy, because he always likes to prove people right, doesn't he?
He does, and I'm sure he will be looking to add to that, get a brace, or even a hat-trick, like he has in one of the earlier games this season.
And on the balance of play, would you say that lead's deserved, Matt?
Yeah, I'd say Biggleswade United have just shaded the opening quarter of an hour or so, although there hasn't been much in it, in all honesty.
Very neat play there, and here goes James Cooper to Jay Taylor, who squares it for Jaden Irish, and that sounded like a very nasty challenge, but the referee plays the advantage, and in it goes towards the back post again. And here's Martinez.
I think,
Is that Jay Taylor down there? It's James Cooper, the number 3. Jay Taylor actually standing in front of me right now. We'll hope that James Cooper is all right. I think it was just a bit of an impact injury.
Yeah, it was. I think he almost hit his own player there, Jaden Irish. So hopefully it was just something that he can run off, and it's nothing too serious, as the physio's just running onto the pitch now. As I point earlier that you can bring wherever you want, bring your dogs. We have seen a dog now.
We've seen a dog walk past us.
So
again, proved right, you can bring your dog if you so wish. Lovely day out for them as well. Family pet. You know, cats, dogs, tigers, lions, whatever you want. Get them down here. Biggleswade United Zoo, we'll start calling it.
well,
few animals on the pitch.
Yeah, I think they're looking to make a team for the dogs, aren't they, as well as the under-20, under-20s, under-18s. So, yeah, bring your dogs down.
And while we have this break in play, we'll just ask Chris Lewis about the podcast that we recorded last night, and just give us a kind of an outline as to what we spoke about yesterday.
We spoke about all sorts of things, didn't we? About the club in general, the structure, the direction that we're going in, what we're looking to do over the next couple of years, how I got involved, how the club has, grown and developed into so many ways, and things like we're doing now with YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and social media as a whole. So yeah, there's lots of really good content. I think it's about sort of 40 minutes or so in total. So lots of really good content for all of those that are interested in knowing more about the club and about what we're up to. And as the looks like the game's just about to restart.
So if you do like any of what Chris has just told you, make sure to check out that podcast, BUFC Corner, on Biggleswade United's YouTube channel on Sunday. There's our media man, Jordan Wright. Jordan Roswell. Jordan Wright is, of course, a player, but they have similar sounding names because R and R, Apologies for that, Jordan.
We don't mean
Roswell.
recovery. Max Hercules on the ball again. The wonderfully named Max Hercules, we must say.
It's out for a Tring throw-in as they look to get themselves back into the game. 20 minutes in here. Second Meadow, 1-0 to Biggleswade United after that 16th minute goal from Abraham Easy. Wonderfully taken finish after some beautiful play from Jaden Irish.
Yeah, it was, and I think from a Tring point of view, the defending wasn't...
That's a very nice ball for Abraham Easy if he can get there, and he does get there. Although he was offside, sadly.
Yeah, I was just saying with the goal, it wasn't great defending from Tring, but Biggleswade United certainly made the most of it. As the wonderfully named Max Hercules looks to get Tring forward again. And here is Tring with an attack. Mark Riddick on the ball.
What would you say the temperature is about today? 15 degrees, Matt? It's beautiful conditions out here.
Yeah, it's beautiful conditions. I don't think it's quite as high as 15 degrees. But as we were saying, great.
Tracy's saying it's 15, so I think it's 15. Although here go Tring, tried to get the shot away. That's a beautiful challenge there by Lee Bilcock, the captain. Oreo Alcerio.
Yeah, I've got 13 degrees on my phone, and feels like 12, but...
Well, my thermometer must be out.
Your thermometer, might have to get a new one. I know yours is from the 90s, so might have to get a new one for your birthday, which is coming up soon, isn't it? In November.
Only 8 months away, but yeah, we could say that. As a Tring header just goes over the top of the goal. Not really threatening the Biggleswade United keeper, Ryan Haggerty.
Yeah, and Tring will just look to get back into their shape and defend what will most likely be another wave of attack from Biggleswade United.
Been told that Ryan Haggerty, I was thinking I hadn't heard that name before. He's been promoted from the under-23 squad for today, ahead of Ricky Ponting. Jokes, Robbie Ponting. Although he's recovering from quite a serious knee injury that's ruled him out since mid-November.
Yeah, and Colin Parrott is just looking to get Tring forward. As Biggleswade United will have to do a bit of defending now. And keeper has to be strong.
Haggerty does very well there and getting a round of applause for his efforts there.
Here's Martinez on the ball, looking to play it to Matt Cooper. It's given away loosely. Tring cannot capitalise on it, and Biggleswade will look to get forward with Jordan Wright starting the attack from centre-back. Of course, he is a ball-playing centre-back. He's comfortable on the ball, Jordan Wright, so more than capable of doing that side of the game.
And of course his former centre-back partner Joe Gorman, who we mentioned earlier, he was also very comfortable on the ball and very good at spreading the play when necessary. As we enter the 26th minute of the game now, 1-0 to Biggleswade United. 10 minutes ago the goal now, and Biggleswade just taking it, managing the game very nicely.
They are, yeah, and
nice touch there by Jaden Irish.
another
and he
attack.
plays it forward to Jay Taylor, who puts a ball in towards Abraham Easy, but it's over the top.
Yeah, it's unfortunately come to nothing, and it's a goal kick to Tring.
Of course, if any of you want to have your names, don't know if you can see, but on the side of the pitch we have all of our sponsors, including Top 11 and Carter Recruitment, Nico Fruit, Vika Sol. If you want to see your company's name up here, just contact the club. But what's the email address, Elliot? Your email address for contact? info@biggleswadeunited.com. info@biggleswadeunited.com if you want to see your name plastered around Second Meadow.
Yeah, email that address, and I'm sure it will be a partnership that will benefit both parties. As
with our 19,000 YouTube subscribers. Is it that, Jordan? Are we on 19,000 subscribers around? Or is it a bit less than that? 41,000 Twitter followers, that's for sure. 18,000 YouTube subscribers. Your company could be spread to that many people. So if you want to see that and get some more exposure, it's the place to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic opportunity for any company out there. that wants more exposure, like you say, and Biggleswade United will look to get exposure of themselves by scoring another goal and getting higher up the league.
And it looks like as though they might, with Abraham Easy driving into the box and takes a fake shot and then blasts one nearer to the corner flag than the actual goal at the end of it. But that was a really neat play there.
Yeah, I think it just took a bobble at the last moment, which put him off. So, because it's not like him, that shot. He's not usually doesn't usually miss kick his shots. But Tring weren't happy because one of their players was down during that whole attack. It was Sam Jufe. So, and he's still not getting up. So, Sam Jolliffe, I'm told it's pronounced. I unfortunately couldn't read the handwriting of my fellow commentator, but let's hope the player's all right.
It's not that bad, but I'll give it a correction just to make sure that that mistake is
rectified.
Exactly.
As we have a break in play, the Biggleswade United keeper, Ryan Haggerty, who of course, as we mentioned earlier, been promoted from the under-23s, is shouting instructions to his defenders. Not quite sure what those instructions are, but the Biggleswade United defenders just sat on the halfway line looking to retreat now that Tring are coming forward with their attack of their own. As their number 9, Chris Vardy, is on the ball and well defended by James Cooper.
Getting compliments about the new camera angle. That's with our new gantry, sponsored by no one at the moment. So if you want to have your name on the back of it, shown by the cricket club, make sure you get that. But we're having some nice compliments about that. So thank you for them.
Yeah, thank you. And of course we're commentating from the Steve Matthews stand, which is a very famous stand in Biggleswade.
It's a strong save there by Ryan Haggerty. Didn't take any prisoners, but looks like one of the Tring Athletic players has gone down with a bit of a hit.
Yeah, I believe it's Jack Reed, but we hope he's okay and is able to continue. Never like seeing any players go down or get injured, but he does look to be in quite a bit of discomfort. And Jack Reed actually is Tring's top goal scorer this season with 16 goals, 8 of them coming in the league. So tends to be more of a cup competition man, Jack Reed. But he really does look to be in some discomfort as the Tring supporters in the away stand look like they're mocking some of the Biggleswade United players. I'm not quite sure what about.
Oh, and we're not going to be speaking about that result anytime soon. No, we speak only about Biggleswade United and Arsenal and Tottenham.
Yeah, of course, the Spartans South Midlands League is better than the Premier League for entertainment, quality, and value for money. You're not going to get a ticket in the Premier League for £6. No way.
And of course, actually, Arsenal and Tottenham are playing the under-23. No, the Premier League 2. It's currently 3-1 to Tottenham. Although we said we don't mention other teams apart from Arsenal and Tottenham, it is actually 3-1 to Tottenham. And I'm sandwiched in between an Arsenal and a Tottenham fan. A bit of banter going on between them as we're getting updates from the Premier League now. 2-0 to Newcastle against Southampton. If you hadn't seen that one, sorry if you're about to watch Match of the Day, but that's ruined for you now.
Yeah, if you want to watch Match of the Day, look away now. So, no, there's been a huge break in play here, and we're a bit of a concern for the players because they don't want their legs and their muscles to tighten up. But looks like Jack Reed is getting to his feet now, and
that's what we like to see, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly. We never like to see players down injured. And good to see him back on his feet and walking that injury off.
Yeah, and he's, I think he's coming off the pitch now, so play can resume without him for the time being at least. As Ryan Haggerty will look to perhaps play a simple ball to Jordan Wright. Not
John Roswell, our head of media here at Biggleswade United.
Doing a fine job.
Wonderful media content produced by him, and everything you see on the YouTube channel, on the Twitter page, that's all produced by Jordan Roswell. Give him a follow, at Jordan Roswell. It's not actually that, but give him a check out. As Biggleswade United look to double their lead, spread out by Martinez, and very nice dummy there by Jay Taylor, and Cooper will look to put in a ball towards.
Oh my word!
Jay Taylor, and a scorpion kick there by Jay Taylor, almost going in.
Yeah, the scorpion touch from Jay Taylor. We didn't know he had that in his locker, but almost came off. Quite unbelievable. That surely would have been goal of the season.
I know who I'd rather watch play between Nick Elliott and Jay Taylor, the unspoken Nick Elliott.
Yeah.
Doing a fine job at replacing Nick Elliott in this Biggleswade United centre midfield.
Yeah, he is, and he's a great foil, isn't he, for Gareth Hunt?
Oh, exactly, isn't he just? He provides attacking threat when necessary, while, you know, Gaz Hunt sweeps up at the back and likes to start things deeper.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost sort of N'Golo Conte and Fabregas-esque, as Tring will look to get forward with Colin Parrott. And the new man Martinez had to be stronger there, unfortunately. It didn't matter. Of course, Biggleswade United currently 8th in the league, and Tring currently 16th. So there should be a difference in class between the two teams.
Although here do come Tring with a cross, and here's Hercules, and he squares it, but it's only cleared away as far as Joe Fitzgerald. And the free kick goes for.
Red, switch on again, come on!
As Haggerty is looking to take this goal kick. Sorry, free
Haggerty.
kick. Haggerty. So we've just temporarily lost our notes, which
Fallen in the bin. Fetched by our latest employee here at Biggleswade United, and he takes the wise decision of moving the bin away from underneath the. Oh, that looked like a handball there by Jaden Irish, but not going to play there. And he's got beautiful hold-up play as his James Cooper to Jaden Irish.
We do apologise for the phone ringing in the background there.
It is easy. Squares it. Ooh, is that off the post? Can't really tell. And here's Hercules.
Looked like the Tring keeper sort of saved that with his feet. Very unorthodox. And here is Ryan Haggerty looking to switch the play, but unfortunately doesn't find a red shirt, and it's out for a Tring throw-in, which is just inside the Biggleswade United half of the field, and ball played forward, dealt with comfortably by Biggleswade. Came Farrell, plays it forward, and here is Jordan Irish.
Jaden Irish. It's a mistake you make quite a lot, Matt. And
not Jordan Roswell, of course.
or Jordan Wright.
Of course, give Jordan Roswell a follow. If you can find his Twitter, that is. And here is Tring.
Calls from pick it up again. Reds, come on. From the crowd being screamed by Club Secretary Tracy. And they do look to pick it up again, and here's Martinez driving forward and plays a nice ball with the outside of his foot there, and that is a sign of real quality, but Jay Norris just chooses the wrong option there.
Yeah, just not quite on the same wavelength as his colleague there, Jay Taylor, was it? But he's got it back, looking to whip a ball in perhaps.
And it goes towards Abraham Easy. Doesn't quite get as far as he was hoping, but Jay Norris, very nice dummy tackle almost. Taylor there, caught late, and it is a Biggleswade United free kick.
Yeah, it is, and they played very well today, Biggleswade United. In particular, Jay Taylor, he's having a great game. So, perhaps an early contender for man of the match, although so much can still happen, because we're in the
38th minute now of the game, still 1-0 to Biggleswade. I'm sorry I hadn't updated you in the score for a while.
The minute.
The score or minute, for that matter. Biggleswade United have this free kick, with the yellow card going to number 3 for Tring, Colin Parrott.
Yeah, another wonderfully named Tring player. Really do have some wonderful names. Hercules, Parrott, Fitzgerald.
Are we going to see a wand of a left foot here from Matt Cooper?
Yeah, this is a left foot, it
Who
looks
do
like.
Who do you think will pick out here?
I think perhaps...
or is he going for the shot?
Right. I don't think he'll go for the shot.
He does put it in towards the back post. It looks like it's gone out for a corner. Referee does point to the corner flag. The Biggleswade United's 4th corner of the game.
I think it is their 4th corner of the game, as Gareth Hunt with that wand of a left or right foot.
Looks like it'll be looks like it'll be the right foot today.
He could just go with either foot, can't he? Left, right, doesn't matter to him.
He's just different breed, isn't he? Different class.
Different class.
In the same category as Messi.
Not the best delivery by Gareth Hunt, but that's certainly an anomaly in his out of his corners, because usually they're bang on the money, aren't they?
Aren't they just? Usually likes to pick out the big man, get their head on it. Unfortunately wasn't able to do that this time, and 5 minutes till half time now. Biggleswade United will look to get that second goal just before they go into the break.
Yeah, fantastic play by Abraham Easy there, just let it run across his body.
Oh, and the second ball's out into the field, another ball for the ball boy to collect later on.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't run out of balls.
Yeah, no, let's hope there's a spare bag of balls somewhere, as Abraham Easy clatters into the Tring player.
That might be a booking for the big number 9. Is he bringing out his card? It looks like he is, and much to the protests and dismay, he's going to be booked. It was just a late challenge. I mean, I don't think there was any malice in that.
No, not at all. He's not that type of player, but it looks like he is going into the referee's book, and will be carded. So we'll have to play the rest of the game with a caution.
Of course, that's not ideal, because if he suddenly does get a 90th minute winner, he might want to whip his shirt off, run around the pitch, and he won't be able to do that now, sadly, for fear of getting the second yellow card.
Yeah, and here is the Tring keeper, Lewis Todds, taking the free kick that, of course, Abraham Easy just committed the foul.
Ooh, that was peculiar. Looked to be still on the pitch there while he handed the ball.
Yeah, that was a bizarre turn of events, but of course Tring managed to take the throw in without any problems from the referee, who now have a free kick. We didn't quite see what that was given for either.
How peculiar.
Yeah, it was, and here's the number 6 for Tring, Dave O'Connor. Has given it away very cheaply to Jay Taylor.
Oh, that is a fantastic ball to Easy, and he's one-on-one with the keeper, and he puts him down, and he's missed it wide of the goal, and that must go down as one of the misses of the season. One-on-one with the keeper. All he had to do roll it past them. Easier said than done, roll it past them and tap it in, but that is a massive miss, and that could cost Biggleswade United massively come the end of the game.
Yeah, it could, and that all came from Jay Taylor. Absolutely inch-perfect ball. Could not have been better. Just a shame his centre-forward couldn't finish it off, but I'm sure Abraham Easy will look to make up for that in the remainder of the game. As this corner's whipped in by Cooper. Can't find a red shirt, but here is Jaden Irish.
And he takes a long shot on, and it's not the worst of efforts. It's a shot recorded down on the note, but it wasn't on target, but always worth a go from those sorts of ranges.
Yeah, perhaps worth a go, but
when there aren't many options on, I mean, you can't really blame him. Looks up, sees the space.
Yeah, and I bet Dave O'Connor is a relieved man, because that all came from him giving the ball away.
Very cheaply.
Very cheaply, and Abraham Easy should have made it 2-0. Let's hope it doesn't come back to haunt Biggleswade United later in the game.
Of course, and a couple of minutes till half-time now. Still 1-0 to Biggleswade United. Just had a fantastic chance there from Abraham Easy if you're just tuning in. Biggleswade United dominated the game up until now. Let's just hope that miss there doesn't cost them.
Yeah, let's hope not. And do you think there'll be much time to be added on?
Maybe a couple of minutes, because of course we had that injury to Jack Reed, Tring Athletics number 10. Fortunately, he's back on his feet now, running around again, which is always nice to see. But I'd say, yeah, about 2 minutes. What would you say?
Yeah, 2 minutes seems about right. As Hercules looks to get Tring forward.
The ball in, sails over the crossbar, and Ryan Haggerty not troubled at all there. Is Jordan Wright.
Yeah, Gareth Hunt, just a simple ball back to Jordan Wright, and a simple ball to Ryan Haggerty. Here's Kane Farrell. Looking to play to the goal scorer, Abraham Easy.
Maybe 13 is unlucky for some following that miss.
Yeah, well, it looked like a certain goal. Just froze at the pivotal moment.
Jordan Wright does well to regain possession for Biggleswade United.
And here's James Cooper.
Beautifully played there by Cooper. That was a beautiful little flick up there. Here's Reed. Can't be long till half time now.
Yeah, we don't know quite how much time there is to be added on. As Abraham Easy looks to try and win the header, but doesn't. And here is Kane Farrell.
Haggerty just taking his time. I think he's hoping for the half-time whistle to blow soon. Go in, have a word from assistant manager Stuart Bimson. See what he has to say about the game, and hopefully come out and play the same way in the second half.
Yeah, he's done all right, filling in for Christian Colas, hasn't he? He's got his team playing well. As here's the new man, Martinez, on the ball.
Driving forward, takes a turn. Plays it to Farrell. Martinez again. Ooh, high boot there from Hercules. The crowd getting very agitated now. So here goes Hercules. Well done there from Jay Taylor, and brilliantly won.
He certainly
and if he spreads it wide now, Matt Cooper just taking it wide, and he'll just knock it wide for Kane Farrell.
Yeah, and what I like about Martinez, he always doesn't overcomplicate it, always keeps it simple. Just nice simple 5-yard passes.
And the referee does blow his whistle for half-time. 1-0 to Biggleswade United here at second Meadow after that goal on the quarter-hour mark from Abraham Easy. And Biggleswade United dominated the game up until now and will look to come out in the second half and with do a bit more of the same.
Yeah, been good performance, solid performance from Biggleswade United without really being fantastic. But do join us in 15 minutes for the second half. It's sure to be a great second half.
keeper so we can pin it on that. As another ball sails out of the ground.
Yeah, and that will have to be retrieved, and James Cooper is about to take this throw in.
And we're hearing that this time we do have sound now. Sorry about that delay. Our technical team has been working hard to try and get that back, but we send our most sincere of apologies to you for not keeping you up to date for these last couple of, or these 20 minutes. It's the 64th minute now of the game. 1-0 to Biggleswade United. Not much to report back on in this second half. Good save from Ryan Haggerty has prevented Tring from equalising, but other than that, Tring have kind of been dominating possession.
Yeah, they have, and still 1-0 to Biggleswade United, with Tring just coming into the game, you feel, and starting to assert their authority. So Biggleswade United have to battle against that and try and get on top again.
It's a nice cross in, and Haggerty halfway, and a very acrobatic save there, and it's well shepherded out for a Biggleswade United goal kick. But Ryan Haggerty is having one hell of a game.
He is. For someone that's been promoted, he's shown no sign of nerves, has he?
Not at all, as Kane Farrell is dispossessed there by number 11, Joe Fitzgerald from Tring, as Martinez, his opposite number, spreads it wide to Gaz Hunt, but a bit too much on that ball as we lose another ball, and bag must be running out soon.
As we've got a throw-in for Biggleswade United, as the ball looks to be retrieved, because we have in fact run out of balls, it seems, like we suspected. And the throw-in will be looked to be taken by James Cooper, with Jaden Irish on the ball. It's Jordan Wright with a commanding header.
Very good header out there. As you were saying earlier in the game, wonderful with his feet. Jordan Wright is that's dodgy clearance there from Haggerty. The first time he's really put a foot wrong.
Yeah, perhaps just dilly-dallying on the ball too long there, and almost
no mistake though, as he hoops it out for another lost ball.
Almost got caught in possession, where we do have in fact a spare ball, which Tring will look to make the most of by taking this throw in and get it going, but it's one back, and here's Cabba.
To Cabba, and Cabba just takes a bit too much time on the ball possibly, and Taylor's out on the right, and neat play there between him and Jaden Irish with Gaz Hunt.
Is Jay Taylor on the ball. A nice simple pass to Martinez, who will be looking to make a big impact as a new man. Lovely switch of play to James Cooper. Lovely ball into Cabba.
But he can't get his head on that, and it's going to be cleared away by Tring once again. The pressure seems to be relentless at the moment from Biggleswade United, finally turning that screw a bit more. Kane Farrell to Cooper, back with Martinez, and to Wright. Here's Cooper to Taylor, to Cooper. Flick ball over the top.
Here's Lewis Todds looking to play the ball out with a launch the ball upfield with a huge kick which indeed he does.
Into the 25th minute of the game now, 20 minutes to go.
Of the second half.
Of the second half. Of course, I must keep clarifying that.
Here's Lee Bilcock to Kane Farrell.
It's put forward to Jaden Irish, but, well, shepherded by Dave O'Connor. Oh, and he should have got that. Haggerty, bit indecisive, but Jordan right there to clean up at the back once again. What a player he is.
Yeah, that was fantastic play from Jordan Wright, because Biggleswade United looked to be in desperate trouble there, but great composure from the Biggleswade United centre-back.
Got a bit caught on his line there, Ryan Haggerty. Is that be down to experience?
Yeah, it could be, and he does like to venture out his goal, as you can see now. I'm not quite sure if the camera's picking that up, but in the meantime, there's a throw-in just about to be taken by James Cooper. Jaden Wright laying it off to Jaden Irish to James Cooper. Martinez is on the ball now, who looks to maraud forward, maybe take on a shot. No, he's passing it to Kappa, who perhaps will look to take on a shot, but it's given away.
It's been poor since coming on, Kappa. I mean, could be due to a lack of experience, but he's now just given away a foul, and that only enhances my point. You know, he's not settled into the game very much, has he, since coming on?
Yeah, he struggled to keep up with the pace of the game, I think, but perhaps will come good in the back end of this second half and this match. You really do feel Biggleswade United need a second goal to cement their advantage over Tring. But it doesn't look like it's coming on the emphasis.
On the balance of play at the moment, looks like a Tring goal is more likely, but you know, anything can happen in this game.
On the evidence of that attack.
But you need to work harder! Come on!
Could a substitution be, or help Biggleswade United get that second goal, possibly?
Yeah,
got some big names on the bench. Carlos Correa-Diaz and Ricky Christie, of course. He can play up top, so could he be, you know, partnered with Cabba and drop Jaden Irish a bit deeper?
Yeah, it could, but of course, tried one substitution already, which hasn't quite worked. Although, as you say, there's definitely quality on that Biggleswade United bench, so I'm sure Mr. Binson will look to make use of his options.
It's cut out well there by Lee Bilcock. But
got some defending to do here, Biggleswade United.
Poor ball in. But here's Fitzgerald with possession now. And the Tring Athletic player called for offside as we into the 28th minute, 29th minute of the second half. 15 minutes to go here at Second Meadow. 75 minutes played. It's getting nervy.
Yeah, it is. The longer it stays 1-0, you can feel the tension in the crowd. But I'm sure, as I said before, Biggleswade United.
But another ball
to get a second goal.
Oh, another ball just rolls back into the stadium. That was fortunate. Oh, Jordan Wright really does have a leap on him. Bit like my fellow co-commentator, or fellow commentator Matt Lang. who, as you may have heard before, used to be a player himself in the Watford Friendly League. Just call him the Flying Salmon.
Yeah, they did.
Here's Kane Farrell though. Bilcock mopping up at the back. Well kept in there by Bilcock. It's a long ball to Martinez, and he's fouled. Pushed in the back by number 5 James Butler. Biggleswade United have this free kick. 15 minutes to play.
Yeah, 15 minutes to play, and I'm sure Gareth Hunt will put a nice delivery in for his fellow teammates here. Always usually does. And really is a lovely environment to play football in, as we just said before, as the sun is setting here at Second Meadow in the Spartans South Midlands League.
1-0 to Biggleswade United as this cross comes in from Gaz Hunt. And for a minute there that looked like it was heading goalwards. And Jordan Wright's out of position down on the ground. Fortunately he's getting back to his feet. And,
just hobbling at the moment, Jordan Wright.
He'll run it off. He's a brave lad.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie, so I'm sure he'll be okay to continue.
The Tring player drives forward, but his shot sails into the car park, and once again another ball sailing into the...
Yeah, it is, but just on Jordan Wright, and we thought he was okay to continue. He's down again, but perhaps just some cramp, and will be okay because he's back up to his feet, and play is resumed. Of course, Tring haven't won away since November, and perhaps showing us why today. Haven't quite
really troubled much, have they?
Haven't offered very much, and it's been, so far anyway, quite comfortable.
It's definitely Biggleswade United's game to lose or, slip up on at the moment. As here's Hercules, being well guarded there by Kane Farrell, but Hercules looks like quite a quality player, doesn't he?
And here's Matt Cooper. Unfortunately gives it away, slides in, but luckily misses the man, otherwise that could have been
a very dangerous decision for the referee to have to make.
Yeah, it could have been dangerous for both players involved.
Oh, and that is a dangerous challenge there from Lee Bilcock, and he'll surely be picking up a yellow card for that. And earlier in the game, we didn't mention, but Tring actually got a yellow card, and while we were doing our research earlier in the week, we couldn't actually find any Tring players that had been booked this season. Whether or not that is the case, or maybe the club hasn't recorded them and sent them their details off to the FA. If not, then if they have been sending their details off, and then earlier in the game that was actually their first booking of the season, which they've done very well to avoid that, and quite a clean team.
Yeah, I think they are. We've seen that, but it must be an error. Certainly wouldn't be their first yellow card of the season.
You would really not expect that from... Referees tend to be a bit more lenient in this league because it's a bit more physical than the higher levels. It's much more enjoyable to watch, I feel.
Yeah, it is, because you can get right up amongst it, you can meet all the players, and really nice atmosphere here at Second Meadow, with Lee Bilcock is in fact booked, so he'll have to play the remainder of this match with some caution.
So 34th minute of the second half now, nearly just 10 minutes to go, and if this free kick goes in, it could be proved to be a nervy 10 minutes for Biggleswade United. They haven't really challenged the Tring goalkeeper much in this second half, Lewis Todds.
Yeah, it's probably some 20-25 yards out, so it would be have to be a spectacular effort to beat Ryan Haggerty from that range, but I'm sure It is capable of doing it.
The shot is going to be taken, but it hits the wall, and here's Hercules, but it's cleared away by Jordan Wright, and Cabot doesn't win the header, but Martinez does, and some neat little piece of skill there from Martinez to fend off number 2 for Tring, Ben Johnson. Of course, the former English playwright. No relation to him though.
No, I don't believe so. And in the end, that free kick was a tame effort. With came Farrell.
Oh, and he has, and will he be going to the referee's book as well? They take it quickly, and Biggleswade United could be caught short here.
With Chris Vardy down now, but looks like he's able to run this off.
Any relation to Jamie, the Premier League striker?
Again, I don't know for sure, but I do doubt it. With
here's Cooper.
James.
He plays on. James. I didn't say Matt, I just said Cooper.
Yes.
But James was specifying that it was James Cooper. Wonderful ball down to Jaden Irish, but unfortunately he couldn't conjure up anything. Oh, and that certain free kick, but I thought that was going to go in the other direction.
Got some handbags here with Jaden Irish, I'm told his name is.
Not Jordan,
Not
as
Jordan.
Commonly mistaken for.
And,
into the 36th minute of this second half now, 81 minutes played, just over 10 minutes here to play. Second minute including added time, of course, if we have any of that. 1-0 to Biggleswade United. How would you sum up the game so far?
Yeah, it hasn't been the best game on the eye, but Biggleswade United getting the job done so far, what they need to do, and if they do hold on, they manage to keep a clean sheet. That would certainly be good for the confidence of the Biggleswade United players and defenders. And in Christian Colas's absence today, I think they've done a pretty good job so far.
Would hate to jinx it though, but it's,
Oh, of course, and
it does go out for a goal kick, fortunately for Biggleswade United.
With Ryan Haggerty looking to take this goal kick and perhaps waste as much time as possible, just slow the game down and take the momentum away from Tring, which, as mentioned earlier, perhaps just a shift was starting to happen in the game from Biggleswade United being on top to Tring being on top.
It's amazing. Get real game of two halves here at second minute. I know that's the old cliche, but it really has. And Biggleswade United just haven't really got out of the dressing room since half time, have they?
They haven't, but
starting blocks possibly even, because midway blocks.
No, they haven't. And Gareth Hunt, some good hold-up play in midfield. Unfortunately, just completely kicks it into touch. So strange ball from Gareth Hunt, who, as people know at home, I'm sure I'm a massive fan of him, but he isn't having his best game today in the red and blue.
From Matt, who is
Biggleswade United.
biggest fan. So for him to criticise him, he must not be playing up to scratch. So I'm sure it's just a one-off, because he's got the real quality, doesn't he? He's got, when he's on his game, he's got that final touch that can just change a game.
Yeah, he does. And Biggleswade United just trying to force it, trying to play the ball through an eye of a needle, and they don't need to. They just need to keep it simple.
As here's Hercules entering the box, and he gets the ball out wide to Ben Johnson.
Good defending there from Martinez, who stopped the cross being delivered into the box.
Here's Tring with the corner kick.
Taken by Hercules.
And that looks like a very good ball in, but it's well cleared, but only as far as Ben Johnson, but his shot skewed away, and we're entering the final 5 minutes here at Second Meadow.
Yeah, just 5 minutes to go. Hopefully Biggleswade United can hold on with a very poor effort actually from Ben Johnson, who will not be happy with himself later today when he watches that back on our YouTube channel, Biggleswade United YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, do all the good stuff that Tring almost got let in there. Luckily, the keeper managed to smother the ball.
So slow. Very slow out to play it out from the back here from Biggleswade United, and getting frustrated now in the stands. Kane Farrell plays the long ball forward, and that's a very nice ball if Cabba can get on the end of that, and he hasn't fouled him there. And here goes Jaden Irish, and if he can pick out Cabba, he could finish the game, but that's a good block there by the Tring defence, and cannot conjure up anything. Tring launch it forward again to Hercules. And that is a fantastic interception there by Jordan Wright.
Yeah, once again, solid, resolute performance from Biggleswade United's number 5. And here's Kappa on the ball, plays it simply to Matt Cooper. To his namesake James Cooper, who will look to get this ball forward. Kappa trying to hold up the ball, bring his teammates into play, which he does do to good effect. And Jaden Irish, just with a lack of concentration perhaps, gives the ball away needlessly when Biggleswade United were in a fantastic position to cause harm. Although there's been a free kick given to Tring in about halfway inside the half for something, not quite sure what it was for, and Tring will look to launch this ball forward and get a equaliser, which would be a killer blow for Biggleswade United.
And Biggleswade United substitution about to happen with Carlos Correa-Diaz coming on, it would appear, for, as we wait and see. Who is it that's coming off? Are they coming off? It looks like Jay Taylor's the one that's coming off.
Going off is Jay Taylor, coming on is Carlos Correa-Diaz.
He's had a solid game, Jay Taylor. The scorpion kick effort in the first half. Olivier Giroud-esque.
Yeah, it was, and he would certainly be a candidate for man of the match. And although Ryan Haggerty is also another candidate.
And who would you say has had the best game so far? We'll come back to that discussion after this free kick, as the ball is played in, and Jordan Wright with a commanding header out, and Haggerty there again, and that name just hasn't left our mouths all game pretty much, and he's surely got to be a candidate for man of the match, as he's just suggested. Who would you say is your man of the match for today, Matt, as we enter the final few seconds of normal time in this game?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'd give it to Jay Taylor. Been fantastic. Almost set Abraham Easy up for the second goal, which he didn't score, but real commanding play, box to box midfielder, and that would be my choice.
But here goes Cabba, and he's taken the shot away, and that our angle here looked like it could creep in, but it's a shame that Jay Taylor won't be given the man of the match, because actually Ryan Haggerty has been the standout performer, some solid saves, very commanding in his goal. I asked for your opinion. I know, and I'm saying sadly he won't be given it, because of course it's a... Oh, and that's a wonderful ball through to Cabra if he can take the right touch, and he does, and it's 2-0 to Biggleswade United, and the substitute Al Haji Cabra gets his goal eventually. He hasn't had the best of games since coming on, but he does double Biggleswade United's lead, and with only a minute of normal time left to play, he's surely sealed this win to take Biggleswade United up into 7th place.
Yeah, and they can perhaps rest easy now for the last couple of minutes with less tension, now that there's a 2-goal advantage instead of 1. And that surely will see Biggleswade United home for a victory, and they look pretty happy with their performance, the Biggleswade United players. Although Tring they just haven't shown up, have they?
It's been a reasonably poor performance from them. In the first half, they didn't come out of the blocks at all very, very quickly. And in the second half, you know, they threatened to trouble the keeper, but Haggerty was just very commanding in his goal. Didn't really give them a chance. And Jordan Wright as well, very commanding at the back. As Ricky Christie enters the fray with Jaden Irish coming on as we enter injury time now. Into the 90th minute, and Biggleswade United do deserve the victory that they will surely wrap up any minute now.
Yeah, and there's just added time now we're into. How much added time do you think there'll be?
I would say maybe 3 minutes at most. It's not been too many. There's not been too many stoppages so far, apart from the goal just now. But even then, it was not stopped.
Yeah, and the east stand, if you like, has stopped the ball going over the fence again. Otherwise, we'd lose another ball, which would be about the 10th of the day. We've just been informed that the man of the match won't be Cam or myself.
Which I find quite disrespectful, because we have been absolutely outstanding observers of the game, watching on. Maybe you don't agree, leave us your comments on our YouTube channel, but of course we cannot be man of the match. But an ambitious bicycle kick there from one of the Tring players sees the ball going out for a throw in.
Yeah, it was, and very ambitious effort. Almost came off. For a second it looked like it was looping into Ryan Haggerty's bottom corner, but no, just out for a throw in. And perhaps when Ryan Haggerty takes this goal kick, the referee will blow for full time.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Couple of more chances yet to play in this game.
I was perhaps too premature there.
It's Correa Diaz lose possession, but Kane Farrell the flick forward, and Martinez looked like he's taken up a centre forward's role almost in that play there. But Biggleswade United will be content with their 2-goal lead at the moment and won't look to score again unless the opportunity arises.
Yeah, they will, and Gareth Hunt playing it back to the centre-back, who gives it away, Lee Bilcock, who apologises to his colleague Kane Farrell. And Tring perhaps looking for what will just be now a consolation.
That is a very nice ball there, and it's taken a couple of ricochets in there and gone out for a Biggleswade United goal kick, and Ryan Haggerty wasn't troubled too much.
No, he wasn't, and Ryan Haggerty will look to take this goal kick.
Away. And then what about the next home game?
And just been informed it might be a Biggleswade United first, where we're gonna award the man of the match as a shared award to two players, in fact, to Ryan Haggerty and captain for the day Lee Bilcock, who both have had very, very impressive performances.
Neither of Matt's choices there, and again, a controversial decision, but Ryan Haggerty has been outstanding, and Bilcock very commanding in his day as captain, as the referee blows for full time. Biggleswade United get that deserved win, 2-0 victory over Tring Athletics.
You wish to catch the minibus to Wellington City. next Saturday, please put your name behind the bar. Thank you.
Next game, next Saturday, unfortunately won't be live streamed, but it will be against Welwyn Garden City, so make sure to check our Twitter out for that result. But our next
game is away on Tuesday night.
Oh, no,
where
next
we
home game.
travel 4 miles up the road to Potton United in the semi-final of the North Edge Charity Cup. Kickoff is at 7:45. Thank you.
Next home league game is against Oxley Jets on the 24th of March. We look forward to seeing you again then. From myself, it's goodbye, and Matt and I would like to thank you for a wonderful stream once again, and sorry about the delay earlier in the stream. You know, technical issues just sometimes take over. But we hope you enjoyed the stream with us today here on Biggleswade United's YouTube channel, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, thanks a lot. See you on 24th.